I love this, all these new names. I love you too. Thank you for coming. Hi Mehro, your voice is so soulful. I love you and your songs so much. I love all of your music, but Perfume and Chants with You are awesome. I listen to it every day. I love you so much. I was so overwhelmed with all of the Spotify yearly wrapped things that you shared with me. I was very overwhelmed just how much you all support me. It means so much. Hi from Iran, hi from Chile. I love you. Shersha Duta. I hope I said your name correctly, but I love you. I'm a little sleepy, Sema. Also, I don't know how this is gonna go because there's wrenches being thrown my way with this new system, and I don't understand why they did it, but whatever. What are my plans for these holidays, Paloma? Just giving myself time to work on some music and also relax and prepare for 2022. I love you too. I know Tulip's names are very beautiful, Claudia, I believe. Rhea asked, share us your first headline concert moment. What do you love from it the most? What I loved from it the most was just how supportive and amazing the crowd was, and how incredible the people were that were there. It was the first time I was playing for people that wanted to see me play. My entire career, so far, it was never happened before, and they all wanted to be there. It was incredible, and how loud they were after each song was pretty incredible. A tour to Latin America, I'm definitely not opposed to that. I'm definitely not opposed to that. Bam Bam Antuyan. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Te amo, te amo. I love you. How this December looks for me with all the achievements that you've had recently on 2021, Marina Pinales. I know this year's been a pretty crazy year. We've done a lot of things already. Pretty amazing year, what we've accomplished. No real plans for December. I just writing songs. I have a lot of ideas for songs, and keeping in contact and letting amazing things keep happening. Sema asks me, what do you think it means to be different? I'm curious about your answer. Love you so much. What do I think it means to be different? I think it means to be yourself. But you don't need to be different for the sake of being different. Just do life as you would, and you will be different. Without thinking about anything, you will be yourself, and you are enough, no matter how you perceive it. Once you understand that, once you understand you're enough, the people that are meant to be in your life will gravitate to you, and the circumstances will unfold that way. Because you are enough, and because you love yourself. At least that's in my experience. I had a girlfriend that I showed her your music since the beginning of yours, Perfume, with 1,000 views. We broke up some time ago, and probably she's still listening to you because our music was Perfume and hideous. This is sent to me by Cienz. I'm sending you love, Cienz. It's like sharing music with people and then, those relationships move on, but the music's still there. So I hope the music brings you to a better place, and I hope the new music can take you somewhere else even greater. Oh yes, I'm going to be saying this a lot, but write comments on Greenfelt, Howling, Coastline. Write comments on those songs. Each of you write as many comments as you want on any of those songs. 1, 2, 3. Greenfelt, Howling, Coastline. And I do want to ask too, what is your favorite new song that's come out since Alchemy and Dark Corners has been released? I'd like to know your favorite, so let me know. Is there a way that I can do a poll? I guess it doesn't matter. You can just tell me. Tala, I said your name and I see you. Collab with Conan Gray perhaps? Maybe. I love Conan. I think he's incredible. Alexa Garcia's left Greenfelt. I appreciate it, Alexa. I do, I have 2 siblings. What inspired me to write my songs? Cassandra asks me. I'm very sensitive. I feel a lot of things, and I spend a lot of time alone. So rather than keeping those feelings inside, I wanted to let them out. That was what inspired me to write songs. And the movie Walk the Line is what inspired it to start. I've been in between Howling and Greenfelt constantly. Greenfelt. I don't have a favorite instrument. I think anyone that can play an instrument great is inspiring, because it's challenging to play an instrument great, because it's separate from us. Thanks, loves. Howling. Hi Meryl, I absolutely love you and your music. Any advice to someone wanting to start a music career? I love all 3 of your new songs, by the way. Sophia. Well, Sophia, my advice is keep writing songs and make music, because the music is the most important part. Everything else will work itself out eventually. The music is the most important part. Write songs that are true to you, that mean something to you, and go from there. And practice. Practice all the time. Start there, start with the roots, start with the foundations. And don't think about numbers if you post something. Numbers don't matter. Numbers don't tell the story. They really don't. Could I give you some advice about heartbreak? Che World, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I don't know the circumstances of your heartbreak, so I don't know what advice to give. But I'm sending you love, and I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. If you are, or if someone that you love is, I'm sorry. But I'm also not sorry, because it's a gift to feel something that deeply. I'm sorry for the pain, but it's also a sign that you are alive, and that you must have had something great at one point or another. Better to have loved and lost. Try to catch up with all these questions. You guys are throwing so many my way, and I appreciate it, and I love it. I'm doing my best. I love you all too. Sorry, loves. Do I like Nick Drake? Of course. I think Nick Drake's awesome. What's my favorite cartoon? First one that came to my mind was SpongeBob, but that might just be a product of my youth. Te amo. Can you give me advice on to face new beginnings without fear, Claudia? I can't say that it's about facing new beginnings without fear. It's about seeing that fear and finding the strength and the bravery to overcome it. Say that you are worthy. Write in a journal, write your thoughts down, make your intentions clear, and act from a pure place, not of fear. See the fear, discuss the fear, put light on it, and you'll see that what you were scared of isn't actually there. It's something that our minds have created to stop us from evolving and growing, usually involving our ego. Shine a light on it, see it, overcome it. Keep me updated with how it goes, Claudia, okay? Danielle, please say my name so I can pass my exams. Lol, I love you too. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I think I remember seeing an E there because it already just went by the screen. Danielle, with an E. Oh, I love that, Gabby. Somebody's Spotify just started playing my music. Gabby's. What's your favorite part of making a song? The lyric writing, producing, composing, singing. Also, you look really pretty. Thank you, Aisha. There's lots of different favorite parts. There's the original inspiration, there's bringing it to life in production, there's putting it out, there's lots of different opportunities to fall in love with the song. And I love all of them in completely different ways and in very deep ways. I love the question, but they're all uniquely just how you can't love a person the same way. You love one person one way, you love another person one way. All the different stages of making a song come to life are like different people. And I love them all in very different ways. Paloma, you can figure out the meaning to green felt. Somebody asked me, what does green felt mean to me? I still can't figure out a meaning on my own. But it's right there, love. It's there. And I want you to find that. And it'll happen one day and you'll go, oh, well, right now it's meaning this to me, and the next day it's meaning this to you, and the meaning could change. But I believe that she can. Pratik Saha asked me what was the story behind writing Perfume. There wasn't one story. It's about so many different things, and as it was being written, I didn't even realize what it was about. I just liked the way that it sounded. And then you realize the experiences and the people that are in your life that draw those connections. And it's about many things. It's about many things. Why do you think it's important to interact with fans? Because you make my career possible, Room. Because the reason why all these amazing things are happening is because people are listening to music. And one thing leads to another. Can you believe that we've the number 9 song on the global indie pop charts on Spotify? It's so it's important to make that connection with people that support you and that make your career possible, and you have to understand them. Well, I guess not every artist has to do it. I like to do it. It's also fulfilling for me because you're all so amazing, whereas not every musician's fans are amazing necessarily to them. They don't treat them amazingly well. So, you treat me well. Te amo, te amo. Soon it will be number 1. Love you, Gabby. Thank you. Hey, Mohammed. You are all such loves. How am I dealing with lots of messages? I'm trying my best to respond to all of them, but I'm not beating myself up if I can't do it. Do I have a favorite show? Seinfeld just came up on Netflix, so I've been watching that. I watched that a lot growing up. My friend had a DVR, and we watched it at his house all the time. Carla Garcia asked me how did I feel on my first live show. Amazing. Amazing, Carla. It was incredible. I did not expect that to happen. I was expecting to play for like 20 people and that no one would really care. And it was not the case. We sold out the show and the people there were amazing. I loved that night. I loved that show. Aku Cinta Kamu, Leia. Yamira asked me what's my favorite song that I've ever written. It changes. I would say right now, today, it's a song that isn't out yet. And it's called Paper Railings. But it's not the definite answer. It changes every day. You know what? I'm actually going to change that to Chance with You. Today. That's my answer today. Are there nights you just stay up to make music? I feel lonely staying up all night because Inspire comes in late hours to me. Well, Luna, that happens to me too. A lot of people think that's the only way that you can make music and create music is by being up late and tiring yourself out, and it's not true. I don't think. I think you can make music at any time, and you can write at any time. But for you, if inspiration is striking for you late at night, and then embrace it. And if you're feeling lonely, that's okay. Dive into that and see what comes out on the other side, what you create. Creating is so unique to each person. It's such a dark, powerful, mysterious world. And be grateful for your inspirations. Don't push them away. Be grateful for them and they'll keep coming. Do I watch TV shows? I don't really watch TV, to be honest. I really don't. Do I think that songs and novels somehow relate? Oh shoot, I lost it. It went down. Well, I was scrolled up and now I can't find that question. Yes. I think all things that tell stories relate. Everything. I think lots of things in life that may not seem like they relate do relate. Yamira, I answered that already. My favorite song. Louisa asked me which of my songs is the one that brings me the most beautiful memories. Well, Perfume was the song that was out for the longest time on its own, and that was such a particular time in the world. So, something to be said about that. I'm originally from Los Angeles, Room. De La Fruz. Mehro, I remembered you at that moment when I heard the sound of a guitar and knew it was so cute. I envy you. Well, you're a love, De La Fruz. There we are. Okay, I'm going to try and catch up here. I'm so glad to find your voice that my soul was looking for. Thanks to my best friend Aisha, who shared your song with me, and thanks to you for coming out. It's my pleasure. Useful. Oh my god, like on TikTok you put a cover of Chance with You and said, "You're so beautiful," and look at the camera, and I cried because I think it was the first time that someone meant it. I did mean it. Shyness, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. But, I did mean it. And I'm glad that it meant something to you. Chance with You, don't be shy, sing a sneak peek for us. Maybe. Chance with You is another level. Love you, Gabby, I love you. Do you think that songs and novels are somehow relate? I do. Hey, I love your songs. Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you for all these questions, you guys. As a football fan, I tell people there is an invisible bond between Bayern and me, and they tell me it's impossible. I answer them. I try to explain it, but I also want you to comment. What is love? Sema. An invisible bond. a bond that we can't even fully comprehend the connection to. It's an incredible, painful, and amazing feeling. Hi, how are you? I'm well, Anne. How are you doing? I love you all so much. Do you think that songs and novels somehow relate? I already answered that question. Do you think a concert in Turkey? I'm open to playing in Turkey. Shout out all the countries that have sent their love into here. I've seen Turkey, I've seen Portugal, I've seen Brazil, I've seen Mexico, I've seen Indonesia. I'm sending love to all of your countries. What is the story behind the song Chants with You? Because it's my favorite song of all time. J7HEM. The story behind Chants with You, it's interesting. It's just realizing. I didn't even realize at the time what I was missing. It took a while to get back to that feeling of seeing what it was. That feeling of, oh wait, if I just acted differently, or if I just tried, then something might have happened with this person. Maybe not. But who cares if it didn't? Who cares? Obviously it wasn't meant to be, but if anything, it relates to the present and just going for it now. Just like I could have waited to start my music career until right now, and I would have started right now, and we would have seen what have happened. But I'm so glad that I didn't wait. I'm so glad. I'd do anything to have a chance with you, Maria says. Love you, Maria. I love you all. Kodiak, I've been into all the artists that are on stage here. I was just listening to, her name is escaping me right now. I was listening to Amber Mark yesterday. I think she's amazing. Do I think everyone has a story in their lives? Of course, Isha. Our life is a story. And there are stories within that story. There are side quests and there's the main plot. Yes, every day's a story. Every moment's a story. How do you keep yourself self-motivated when you're down but you have loads of work? Uswa asks me. I organize my thoughts. I write out what I need to do. And I take it off one by one. And when you're not motivated, music helps. So if I'm responding to comments, let's say, and I have so many comments to respond to, just don't think about it. I give myself 20 minutes to do it, 30 minutes to do it. Respond to the comments, listen to music. If the timer goes off, I get away from it for a few minutes, I come back, respond for another 30 minutes or so. Give yourself the time. And it's again the thing that we talked about earlier about shining the light on your fear. You know, if you think that there's a lot to do and you don't know where it's at, then you don't know all the things that you have to do, but you know you have a lot to do. It's a lot more scary, a lot more daunting than writing out all of the things that you need to do and seeing them and going, oh, okay, I have these 10 things that I need to do, and checking them off. Now it's not as scary because you put the light on it. So sometimes our fear makes us unmotivated, makes us scared to start. But shine a light on your fear and see it. Usually it's just a mop in a closet. It's not a monster. Ray, te amo. Danielle, can you really be too old to do something you love? No, you can't. I was more talking about the idea that I got started when I did, and I'm so glad that I did. But if I didn't get started when I did, and I started right now, better now than a year from now, better now than 10 years from now, But if the point is 10 years later, and 10 years later is now, there's no better time than now. So, no, there is no better time to do what you love than right now. And it's never too late. Peru. I love Peru. Te amo, te amo. Fred. I love seeing your name here, Fred. I'm glad that you're here. I'm sending you love. Fred listened to my music for 33,000 minutes this year. I love you, Fred. So awesome. I'm a Scorpio. Te amo. I love you too. I'm your comfort person. I'm honored. Hey, Tamar. My loves, I'm so sorry, but I have to go. And I'm so happy that you came here and that you're supporting me and asking me all these questions and chatting with me. I love you so much. Now, please, since we've spent this time together, please write comments on Greenfeld, write comments on Coastline, write comments on Howling. As many as you want. Set reminders. Keep streaming the music, even listen to it when you sleep, because that helps me so much. Fred, you must have done that a few times. Listen to my music as you sleep. Write those comments on those videos. Write comments on every single video. There's new videos, there's new comments coming on the Chance With You video as well, where it's just being shown to people that have never heard my music before. Respond to those people. Write on those comments, please. It makes a difference. It really does. So, now that you're all here, we're on YouTube together. Write comments on Greenfelt. Write comments on Howling. Write comments on Coastline. And respond to new fans on Chance With You. Do that for me, please. It makes a difference. It really does. Junior writes to me in all caps, Mehro, have you never been through a heartbreak? What the history of Hideous? Something that has to do with something that happened to you? Because it seems to be something that has really, really feeling in it. All my songs have real feeling in them, Junior. I'm not sure where you're getting the idea that I've never dealt with heartbreak. Somebody asked me about heartbreak earlier and I couldn't give them advice on it because I didn't know the circumstances of their heartbreak. The word heartbreak is a big word. What does that mean? You can get your heart broken by an animal. You can get your heart broken by a person. You can get your heart broken by losing something. I don't know what they were dealing with, so I can't give them advice on the all-encompassing idea of heartbreak. What are the circumstances? Hideous was about somebody who hurt me. Listen to the song, the whole story's right there for you. I hope it relates to you. I love you all. Greenfell, Howling, Coastline. Respond to those, write comments on those alchemy songs, write the comments on the dark corners, and respond to fans on Chance With You. My loves. And hold each other accountable too. It makes a difference for me. And I'm going to be responding to comments later today, so I want to see your names on there. Okay? I love you. Have an amazing, amazing day. Sending you my love. Always.